Good morning. Good morning. Hello, everyone. How are you today? It is Friday. Super, super duper happy. Hope you are all doing good. Good morning, Dolly, Wolf Girl Oracle. Good to see you. Hey, Flowing. Hello, hello. What's this? You guys are having storms? Flowing says it's stormy, climbing to the 70s today. Beautiful. Yeah, I think it's like either the high 70s or low 80s today. So grateful for the sunshine. So stay dry, my friends, stay dry. So go ahead, grab your coffee, your favorite beverage, whatever that is for a Friday morning. And I'm ready to dive into some coffee. Hey, Nancy, good morning. Hello, hello. Happy Friday. Ooh, thunder. Oh, I love a good thunderstorm. I wish we got more of those out here. Oh, coffee, 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 coffee. Yeah, I was grateful for the rain that we did get at the beginning of the year. So I don't know if we're going to get any more, but grateful for what we did get. So my coffee's a little hot. Obviously, I'm going to need to let that cool. And then we're going to look at what words, these were our two words from last week, what word or words, whatever decides to come forth. We had beauty and awakening. So we will see what our words will be for this coming week. I went outside and said, Thor, at the top of my lungs because my neighbors don't think I'm crazy enough. Yeah, that is awesome. I love it. I love it. Katie, hello. Good morning. I'm surprised to see you here. Did you have your appointment? Are you in between stops and popping in to say hello? So I do want to say, for those of you that could not attend the women's group this past Tuesday, we had a lovely showing of lovely ladies. We had a beautiful time. It really was an opportunity to allow ourselves to let our hair down, to be vulnerable and just kind of to share what's on our mind. And we're going to have another one on April the 7th, I think it is, the first Tuesday of April. So I have opened up registration already. So if you want to register, you're more than happy to go to the website to do so if you want to sign up for the next women's group session. And I'll be announcing it, as we get up to that date. So I know sometimes you got to wait to see what's going on before you can actually commit. And I so get that. So let me go ahead and just put the link again. And I update the link every month so that we just have a new one and don't have like the same link drifting out there, just in case, don't want anybody just hopping on. So wait a minute, Nancy, hold on. Wait a minute. Your 73rd birthday yesterday. Nancy, happy birthday. Well, you know what that means, girl. You know what that means. Me. Hold on. I brought water this time. Hold on. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday, Nancy. Happy birthday, Nancy. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. Go, Nancy. It's your birthday. We're going to party like it's your birthday. Woo! Happy birthday, Nancy. Yay. Oh, it's your birthday month. So you celebrate and enjoy. All right. Yep. You guys have to, this is my tank top strap that keeps wanting to pop out. So I'll probably be adjusting myself. How exciting. I love celebrating birthdays. I know some people that don't, and it makes me really sad. I mean, it's like, it's not the say all or do all, but just the so just another excuse to celebrate yourself, right? So why not? Oh, my pleasure, my dear, my pleasure. All right, let me see if this coffee is cool enough. So somewhere, oh, here it is. Here is the registration link. So if you would like to join next month, we would love, 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 love to have you join us, or at some point in the near future. So yeah, Katie said the support group was great. It was. We had a nice time. Oh, that's a good idea, Carmela. Need to get a special journal for the group. Yeah, that's a great idea. I may suggest that to everyone to bring something, just so if something comes up, ideas or things that you might want to explore for yourself, not necessarily to be shared, but things may come up and you might want to explore it a little bit more and think about it. Great idea. Okay, oops. But I do want to, this is something that I read. I know Dolly read it on her show too, sharing from the support group. I think it just really resonated with me. And so I wanted to share it with the group, and I want to share it with all of you too, for those that may be lurking or catching the replay. I just found this, it just spoke to me. It says, "Today I honor the battles I fight in silence. I recognize that my strength is not measured by how much I can hide, but by the fact that I am still standing. I release the pressure to be perfect or put together for the sake of others. I give myself permission to be weary, to be human, and to be held. I am not a burden. I am a soul navigating a season. I am not invisible. My struggle is seen by the sisters who have walked this path before me. Even when I feel like an island, I am part of a vast and resilient continent. I draw strength from the collective courage of women who have turned their secret pains into public power. I am grounded. I am supported. I am never as alone as my anxiety tells me I am." Isn't that beautiful? Very, very beautiful. Yes. Oh, yes. And then we did crafting last night, which was a lot of fun. We did made book covers. So got to check out the next crafting. I think the next time we're just going to do bring your own craft. So Nancy says, "I'm celebrating next week when I have my 3 boys visit me." All right. I'm excited to see them. One lives by me, but the other 2 are coming from Texas. Oh, that's so sweet, Nancy. And my 18-year-old grandson. Well, you enjoy, my dear. Oh, that's beautiful. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right. Well, let's see what our word is going to be for this week. For today, for the weekend, going into next week. And this makes me want to cry because I've been focusing on this all week long. So to pull it is just amazing. Love. All you need is love. Do, 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 do. All you need is love. Love. Love is all you need. Love. I love the love. Oh, this is going to be fun. This is going to be fun. Okay. Let me type that in and post it. Here we go. Love. That is our word. That is a good word. Hello, Kay. Hello, hello. How are you? Happy Friday to you. If you weren't on when I just read the affirmation that I read in the women's group this week, make sure you go back and listen to it. It's really beautiful. Okay. And how fitting for that affirmation, too, to pull the word love. What does Spirit want to tell us about love? Divine love. I was just doing a meditation on divine love this morning. Actually, every morning when I get up. What does Spirit want to share with us about love? We have enlightenment, courage, ooh, and patience. Oh, love it. Ooh, look what's on the bottom, freedom. Yes, love brings freedom. So I've been working with these transmissions in dealing with divine love, trust, and truth. And as we're going through this shift in our universe and this on our planet, so many are awakening up, so many are being enlightened. And love is the path that we all want to be on. Even in some of the horrible, horrific things that are happening, Spirit is sharing with us to bring in that light of love, that divine love, and spreading it across our planet. We bring it into ourselves, and then we help to bring it out, to put out into the world, having the courage to really step into that space, even when it feels yucky, right? Even when it feels scary, even when we don't know what is to come. Spirit's like, do not feed into fear. That is not the energy or the vibration that we are trying to raise. So really step into that love. Have patience. It's a lot. There's a lot happening and a lot more to come. So having patience as you go through this process. I've been going through a lot energetically. And what I've been working on doing is all I can manage is one day at a time, and practicing being in the present, because the present moment is all that we have. So I've been pouring so much love into it, even when I'm like days that, some days I haven't been able to get off the couch or just haven't been motivated, just pouring love into myself, not beating myself up like, well, you need to do this and you should be doing that and blah, blah, blah. No, love, it's okay. It's all right. We'll get to it when the time is right. But right now, I'm resting and I am connecting to the love within myself, connecting to the divine, and just pouring into me. So, Spirit is like, allow that love to come forth, having that courage and having the patience with yourself, your body, no matter what you're going through. All will be well, but one day at a time. All right, one day at a time. Hello, Kelly. Hello. Oh, I'm so happy you're here, my dear. Everyone, speaking of love, let's pour some extra love and energy into Kelly for some healing. Okay. Also into flowing for some healing. Anybody else that needs healing, please say, pour some love on me into the chat. Say, pour some love on me so we can just pour it into you. Okay. Happy you're here, Kelly. Yay. Thank you, Dolly, for getting her here. Yes. And what a beautiful message to come through today with the love. All right, let's see what other messages on love we get. If you need some extra loving, put it in the chat. Instead of pour some sugar on me, we can pour some sugar if you want, but we're going to pouring the love. Pouring the love. Look what's at the bottom. Health. Yes. I will honor the physical vessel that enshrines my soul. So sending out beautiful love to all of our health and our well-being. Oh, these guys are a little stiff today. All right, let's pour some love on Nancy, the birthday girl. Let's give her some love. You got it, Nancy. We're pouring love onto you, my dear. Well, good morning, Lulu, the quiet flame. Welcome. Your first time. So happy to see you here. Thank you for being here. So just so you know, coffee chat, I do oracle readings for the collective, whatever messages spirit channels through down to me and through the cards. We share our word or topic for today is love was the word that was drawn. It's readings for the collective, so for everyone. Look at, we have courage coming in again. We have a lovely, beautiful group that's here. A lot of friends. We are a loving community. I was just sharing earlier, we had our first women's support group this past week, which was absolutely amazing. It's first Tuesdays of each month. What did I do with the registration link? Just to pop that up quickly. For those that have joined, it's probably better for me just to repost it again. So this is where you can get more information for anyone interested in the next group, which will be on April 7th on a Tuesday, 4 p.m. Pacific time. Oh, loneliness. I know that I am never alone. How beautiful is that? Oh, so having the courage to really step into that love, especially if you're going through something, right? Sometimes you don't want to feel like, oh, I don't want to be a burden. I don't want to bother my friends or my, family or my community members. So Spirit's like, don't suffer in silence. This is what we're here for. We're here to uplift one another, to hold that container. Tap into that friendship, that loving, kind friendship. The friendship card says, I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason. See, they're there for a reason. They're there to help give you that hug when you need it. So the loneliness that we sometimes feel, knowing truly that you are never alone. I know this. But I live by myself, and sometimes the loneliness is real. Like it hits hard. But I have to really check in and say, you know what? You really are not alone. You are not, and you know this. Let alone having that connection to the divine, our spiritual team. They always will be there for us. So having the courage to really step into that space of asking for guidance or for help, a listening ear, whatever it is that you need, have the courage to really step into it and ask. Ask your guides, your team for help. All right? Fatima, blessings. Hello, hello. Good to see you. Oh, my pleasure. We're all come together. It's all of you. We're all just, I love the fact that we're here for each other. Indeed, we are never really truly alone. Okay. Let's see what else. Ooh. Wow. These three just popped on out. Okay. I call back my power. My breath connects me to life. And honesty is the best policy. Spirit's like, be honest with yourself. What have you let go of that you need to call back? You can easily just sit when you meditate and just say, I call back my power. The pieces of me, bits and pieces of my soul that have been fragmented, I call those back to me. Those that are going to serve my highest good and power. Right? Because we don't need necessarily everything back, because there's some stuff that we released for a purpose and we're not trying to bring that stuff back. But you call back those that are going to help connect and step more into your higher self, to be more of who you were meant to be when you chose to come here on this earth. Remembering to breathe. We did some breathing techniques that were very helpful. My breath connects me to my life. Practicing breathing. I like to do what I call the 4, 5, 6 count. You can do whatever count you like, but breathing in for a count of 4, holding for a count of 5, and breathing out for a count of 6. Especially if you're feeling anxious about something, or if you're feeling angry, or just, having a moment, right? Take a moment and breathe. Get back to self, get back to your body. Being honest with how you feel right in that moment. I've been having a plethora, I love that word, plethora. A plethora of emotions. It's like emotional roller coaster this past week. And I think, with all the full moon energy, the eclipse, the Mercury retrograde, and just so many energies. So it had me feeling all different kind of ways. So the breathing techniques were in full effect all week long. So, okay, Katie. Katie's got the real deep breathing going on there. 10, 5, 10. And the more you practice your breathing exercises, you can expand those numbers out even longer. But do what works for you. Don't they, Flowing? I love a good cry. I used to never allow myself to cry, but now sometimes I'll just watch a movie to get me going, because I so crave that release. It's powerful. Tears are very powerful and cleansing. Let it go, let it flow. All right. Okay, Spirit, what other messages of love do you have for us? Be humble. Be humble. Be proud of yourself. And let your fears dissolve. Beautiful. So yes, that first quarter moon in Leo, be humble. Right? Love is gentle. Love is like, you don't have to, they're kind of showing me like this like parade, right? You don't have to parade it. You don't have to be like, I am love and light, and I am here to bestow my love upon you. Just be humble, right? It's just showing up as who you are. Every one of you in here are just beautiful beings, and you exude love. You don't have to parade it. It's already there. So But Spirit said, take that love too and make sure you're giving it to yourself. Be proud of yourself. When something just feels a little scary, just lean into it a little bit more. The more we lean into it, the more we start to get a little more comfortable. Then we lean a little bit more and we just keep leaning until we're all the way in there. And guess what? The fear is gone. The fear dissolves. Full moon in Cancer. Love conquers fear. So the more we step into our love and lean into that space that's scary, it will dissolve. I love that. Dolly says, for most of my life, I did not cry. It was hard. It wasn't until I was in my 40s before I started to release with tears. Now I cry when I see touching commercial. You and me. But I used to cry off of game shows. Anytime somebody would win something, I would be boo-hooing. I think I found my tears after, when I got pregnant, because then I got really emotional about a lot of different things. So tears were always flowing. And then, afterwards, just being okay with crying, I grew up like, toughen up, hold back those tears, or I'll give you something to cry about. How many got that one? I'll give you something to cry about. So we didn't cry because we're going to get it if we cried. So all that programming of not being able to feel safe to release your tears. And sometimes we got to tell our bodies, like, it's okay, it's safe, it's okay. Flowing says, I was always a crier, sensitive one. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's absolutely beautiful. Katie cried at Coke and Pepsi commercials. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Yeah. The Price is Right. Forget it. Especially when they were like, it's a new car. I was like, I go in a car. Or they went both showcases. Oh my God. That was a wreck. Hey, we're sensitive souls. What can we do? It's a great thing. My new cry thing is there's this guy, I think he's called the MD Motivator, where he pretends he's on the streets or something and waits for the first kind person to come along to help him. And then he like gives them like either $1,000, or there's been people that were homeless and he's giving them homes, and a wreck. I'm a wreck. A complete wreck. So beautiful though. Yeah, any kind of videos of like that, of people helping others, it just, wow, so beautiful. And Nancy says, I'm a Pisces, I'm a big crybaby. It's okay. Yes, Kelly, she did. We did book covers, and Kelly has done. I need to get it. I have a gratitude journal right now. I'm trying to finish up, but Kelly has created, and somebody, Kelly, if you don't have it handy, if someone can put the link for Kelly's gratitude journal. But Holly did a beautiful cover for the gratitude journal. Miss I'm Not Crafty. She's super crafty. It was absolutely beautiful. Oh my God. Oh, there's so much love right now. Thank you, Spirit. I love it. Yes. Move forward with the love. Oh, I'm going to have to pull away and turn away. Let's see. Pull one more here. Inner knowing. Okay, Spirit, what's the message coming forth here? I think I know what you're saying, but let me just get. Training. This is very interesting. Okay, so moving forward with love, but then we get turn away. And what is Spirit saying? Turn away. And the next card I pulled was inner knowing. So it's like that inner knowing of knowing what it is that you should be turning away from, not allowing yourself to get caught up in stuff that's going to pull you away from love, is what I'm hearing. So allow yourself to continue to move forward and turn away from the stuff that is not serving you. And you know what that is. So it's individual to each person, right? Because we all have different things going on in our life. But Spirit is like, turn away from that is not serving you, that is pulling you away from love. Protecting yourself. Beautiful. Yes, flowing. Yes, you can see that she is like holding herself and turning away from whatever is in front because it is not for her. So, right? I did too. I was like, whoa, okay, Spirit, what's this? Lord, it's been so long. I will take some love. I hear you, girl. Yes. Oh, that's so sweet of you, Kelly. Thank you. So sweet. Yeah, it's wow, that was really intense. I felt it too. Katie, you got the shivers. I was just like, ooh, wow, okay. So yes, just turn away. Turn away from that that's not serving you. All right, let's see what else that we get. For those of you just now joining, make sure you go back towards the beginning. There's a beautiful affirmation that I shared with everyone. And I think you'll really enjoy it. So after this live stream, just go back and listen to that affirmation. All right, let's see what else we get. Let's see what the archangels have to say about love. Oof. These boxes are still really stiff. Oh, I don't know if I'm pronouncing the name correctly. Raguel. If anyone knows the correct pronunciation, if you wouldn't mind putting it in the chat. Waves of healing. Be open and vulnerable, as this will initiate healing and harmonious resolution. Yes. Oh, these cards are not wanting to really shuffle. There we go. And we have Shamuel. I'm butchering these names. I know I am. Relationship assignments. No one crosses your path by chance. Choose to see the deeper reasons for the people in your life. As they say, people come for a reason and a season. And then we have Uriel, learning experience. Take time to review, study, and hone your knowledge before proceeding further. Beautiful. I feel like one more wants to come out. And we have hope, authentic reclamation. It's time to call back all the lost parts of yourself. Here we go, have again, calling back those parts of us that we need to step into to connect with our higher self. Love is bringing in that healing for us. When we really step into that place of love, it will provide healing. So pouring into yourself with that love, examining those relationships. Do you have the right people pouring into you, right? Uriel says, take the time to review and study. Take a closer look at that, of who is pouring into you and tapping into that authentic reclamation of calling back those parts of you, those parts that will help in your healing, those parts that will help with your growing, your authenticity, and stepping into your higher self and your higher power. Beautiful, beautiful. Right? Yes, keep that healing coming. Absolutely. And everyone is a teacher that crosses my path. Beautiful. Okay. I haven't used these in a while. Oops, upside down. Universal love. Let's see what universal love has to have to say about love. What messages Spirit wants to share. We have abundance. Healing sounds. Now, I don't know if we can do nudity, so I'll just go like this. We have healing sounds. Sorrow. We were talking about this early, letting those tears flow. Let it go and let it flow. I'm going to pull one more. And spiritual growth. So many beautiful messages. Oh, look at this one of transformation. She's in her full glory, just allowing transformation to take place. Isn't it a shame that, listen, this is a woman's body. It's nothing to be, right? And it's art. But I know the channels, YouTube gets a little... when we open to love, we allow ourselves to be open to more abundance, right? Allowing that healing to come through. Sound is very, very healing, very powerful. If you haven't experienced binaural beats, it's a frequency, and there are healing frequencies. I like to listen to music that incorporate the healing frequencies, and it's best with headphones, to sit and listen with headphones. But any kind of music, right? Music holds frequency. So whatever talks and speaks to your soul, allowing that to be a part of your healing, release the tears that you need to release, right? Music can just help you move stuff. I shared this a long time ago. I did this workshop once, and we used music to work through whatever emotion that we needed to. So, for instance, the one for anger was so powerful because we had to really kind of tap into a moment that we felt really angry, and the music was like, and like we were just, it was on a Zoom, right? And you have all these women, and we're just like stomping and yelling and screaming and releasing, and it was just so powerful. And then there was one for, just feeling sad, and then the tears were flowing and hugging, and so music can take you through so many different phases. So allow it to work through you so you can release whatever needs to be released. So if you are feeling angry about something, put on something intense, some music, and yell it out. Let it go. Release it. If you feel that you need to cry, put something on that it's a beautiful song that will bring you to tears, and allow yourself to cry and to move through that energy. Another great one is to put on something that makes you happy and that just wants to laugh. Remember, we all picked our happy song that one day, and we allowed ourselves to we shared each other's happy songs and got off and listened to our songs so we can step into that energy that we wanted to create. So this is all part of our spiritual growth. Okay. Emotions are meant to be felt, to be acknowledged, not to stuff down and ignored, because that will come up to bite you. And it is not fun when it does. Like a volcano, it explodes. So be okay with allowing your emotions to process. There we go. Oh, the sorrow card hit it is a very touching card, isn't it? It's just beautiful. Okay. Let's see what else we get. Dolly says, Freak on a Leash by Korn. Ooh, it's a good one. It's one of my go-to angry songs. I love it. Trying to think what would be my angry song. I can't think off the top of my head right now. It'd probably be some type of hard rock kind of song. Asking opens a pathway. When I ask questions of my inner being, I discover that beautiful and helpful answers always come to me. Being with discomfort. At times of discomfort, I courageously seek my soul essence, which is clear, pure, and luminous. And path awareness. If I sincerely ask, I am always guided back to the right path for me into my central purpose. So spirit is like, step into your path with love. Ask for help. Divine love, guidance is always there for you, but you have to ask for it. Okay? When you're in a state of discomfort, tap into that love. Allow it to flow through you to do the healing that it needs to do, to provide the guidance that you need. It is, if I sincerely ask, I'm always guided back to the right path for me. So when you feel like you're kind of knocked off your path, just trust, right? That divine trust I was talking about earlier, divine trust, truth, and love. Always come back to that. What is the divine truth? Kind of meditate on that this weekend. What is my divine truth? Am I really stepping into divine trust and love? Am I stepping into that truth? This will help start bringing in more clarity. And ask for guidance and for help. The path will be revealed. Okay, Kay, no worries, no worries. I hope you had a nice conversation with your brother. Katie's song, Inger's song, is Sob by Nazareth. Nice. Yeah, think about what your songs would be. I remember years ago, my first, well, no, I think it was my second, like, devastating breakup. At that time, that's when Mariah Carey had her Emotions album out. I played that album over and over and over again and would just sit there and boo-hoo and cry my eyes out. That was my go-to cry album. That one, and then Lisa and the Cult Jam, All Cried Out, that song. All alone on a Sunday morning. Outside I hear the raindrops falling. Whoa. I forgot the words. Oh my gosh, I knew all the words to that song. But yeah, good songs just to cry it out. Take time to breathe out. Yeah. Let it go. Let it go. That's the disseminating moon. Oh, 2 cards. We have the North Node, step out of your comfort zone. And the full moon in Gemini, the answers you need are coming. Yay. Right? That was a good song. I love that song. Oh, thank you, Kelly. We have to remember to breathe when we are stressed. Ever notice how we hold our breath when... Again, I know you guys have seen this many times, but this is why I had to get this tattooed on me, because that's exactly what I do. I'm like, it's always like holding my breath. And I'm like, girl, breathe. Yes, take the time to breathe it out. Do those breathing exercises. Do not hold it in. And, even like doing these songs and stuff, I know it may feel uncomfortable. You might feel silly, but it's like step out of your comfort zone. Remember what I was saying earlier about leaning into that fear, that scary space, right? With more love you pour into yourself, the more you can step into that and just allow that fear to dissolve. The more we stand into that love, it will just take over. Love conquers fear. And the answers will come. The answer spirit is there to give you the answers. It's not always in our timing, as much as we would like it to be. Things I've, experienced over years, it is done in divine timing. Things that I thought that was going to happen right away didn't happen until a couple of years later. So trusting in the process. Yeah. Oh, that's a good one. Lose Yourself by Eminem. Yes. Your corporate hype song before presenting. That's a good one. That is a good one, Kelly. I like that. Yeah. It feels like a different life. Yeah. I was just talking about that with someone. Missed. There's a lot that I miss, remembering those times when we didn't have all this crazy technology, which is a blessing and a curse. But I like the simpler times, I have to say. Oh, I know. Psychic development. Reunion of souls. Masculine energy. Interesting. Let me pull one more. There's one more sticking out. An ancient wisdom. Beautiful. All right. Spirit is telling us to connect more with our intuition, with love, stepping into our intuition, utilizing that more, right? Utilizing it to bring back those bits and pieces, the reunion of the souls, bringing those back to ourselves. That strong masculine energy that we are encompassed in right now, which the divine feminine is starting to raise, but catering to that energy, not allowing it to be too consuming, right? We all have both masculine and feminine, bringing in more that balance, utilizing the ancient wisdom. I'm hearing for those that have come before us, tapping into that energy to bring forth more balance into this world, into the patriarchy, right? There's just so much of that heavy energy coming through. So allowing ourselves to bring that up with love, to bring it out into the world, to restore and bring in more balance. One of the biggest positives that has changed is the ability to meet like-minded people and create non-local communities, right? That's the blessing. Absolutely. Yeah. But we paid for a lot of that. Indeed. Yes, we don't want to lose that male energy. We don't want to lose it. We just want to bring in, because all these, the masculine and the feminine, they serve purposes. So it's not about getting rid of one or the other. It's about learning how to bring in both of these energies so that they're just working together and not one trying to consume the other. All right. Let me read you your message to take into this weekend. I hope everyone is doing something, at least one thing that feels good for themselves this weekend. I've actually started trying to start another local thing here in Los Angeles. I joined this. It's an international organization called Stitch, Stitch. If anyone is interested, it might be something in your area. And it's for people 50 and older. I like that the people are vetted to a certain extent before joining. And they have like a lot of online things that you can join as well. And so I did one, was it last month? I created a coffee meetup. I had 2 people that came and joined, very nice people. And I'm doing another one tomorrow where I have 2 different people who signed up that are coming. It's just an opportunity to get out to know people, to get to know people and talk. So yeah, that's what's on my plate this weekend. And hopefully my daughter said she was going to come to visit. So we'll see. Hopefully she will. Here we go. I'm going to pull a goddess card. It did go by quickly, right, Flowing? I looked up, I'm like, oh my goodness. Okay. Elton John's The Bitch is Back. All right, let's see what goddess is going to come forth to give us our message going into this weekend. Oh, popped right on up. Oh, okay, we have, I like this book because it tells you how to pronounce these words. This is a good one. ABC. COA. Let's see. How do we pronounce this? Cote le Q. Cote le Q. And it's grief. Grief is a big one. And we just want to pour love into whatever grief you might be experiencing. Cote le Q is here to help bring you to face to face with your grief. She is here to tell you that there is no way around grief. There is no place you can hide from grief. The way to wholeness lies in going through your grief. Have you been afraid to face the pain that accepting grief and going through the grief process will bring? Have you been hiding from grief, pretending you are really okay? Perhaps you feel the grief is so great that you will remain in it for the rest of your life. Have you done some of your grieving, but not all of it, so that it catches you unaware in odd moments? Perhaps you are staying in a situation you need to leave, but fear the grief that leaving would endanger. It is imperative for your healing process that you grieve. It is time to wail and keen and moan, right? Bringing in that music, that sound, finding that song that's going to help you to release. It is time to ask for support from friends and family. Life is about loss, and loss is part of life. The seasons change, and all is in the state of transition, even grief. If fully faced, will finally lessen. If it's fully faced, it will finally lessen. In time, you will feel stronger and more alive. One day, your wounds will fade to scars. Remember that your process takes as long as it needs to take, and that everyone's time of grief is different. Cultic tells you to feel the grief so healing can come. So, so important. I still feel like I'm grieving, and I have patience with myself in this process. It's a long process. So be gentle with yourself. All right. Pour that love into you, my loves, and have a good weekend. All right. Take time for yourselves this weekend. Take time this coming week. Remember love. Okay. Yes, Katie, it will sneak up on you and it never leaves. It just changes you. So I love you all. Be well. Take care of yourselves. Be gentle with yourselves. And I'll see you next Friday. All right. Bye bye.